So good morning my students. So last session I'm going to close this inverse trigonometric function in this session. So I'm going to explain different model problems. I'm trying to complete this session. In this session only all the problems. If not, I'll take one more session. Okay. So I'm going to solve only different model problems. Okay. So look at this equation. So find the sum of the solutions of this equation. Find the sum of the solutions of this equation. So don't try to hurry-burry, don't use 2 sin inverse x formula or don't convert it into in terms of tan inverse. So first identify what is the domain of this equation. What is the domain of this equation? In this models, what is the domain of this equation? Okay. So clearly this factor is inside the square root. That should be what? Greater than or equal to 0. It should be greater than or equal to 0. But sin inverse of something is defined. That something should be like between -1 and +1. So anyway, square root of 1 is 1 only. So that means this value should not exceed 1. This, whatever the value inside the root, should not exceed 1. Because if it is exceed 1, root of exceed 1 is more than 1. Sin inverse of more than 1 does not exist. With the same way, so anyway, the domain of cos inverse is also same only, -1 to 1. And this factor is also under square root. What you will get? One more condition, 0 less than or equal to x square plus x less than or equal to 1. So from this what we can conclude? If you subtract 1, what you get? -1 less than or equal to x square plus x less than or equal to 0. And this. That means from these two inequalities, what we can conclude? See, same factor only, So according to this, it is lie between 0 and 1, both 0 and 1 included. According to this, it is lie between -1 and 0. So the same factor, both -1 and 0 are included. So that means both are simultaneously possible only if x square plus x value must be equal to 0. And if you take x common, x into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x value 0 or x value -1. So thus the domain of given equation is -1 comma 0. Anyway, only it has two solutions. Domain contains only two numbers, not solutions, sorry. This is the domain of the function. Okay. Anyway, in this equation, for this equation, domain contains only two elements. Just will verify whether these two values of x satisfies the given equation or not. If I substitute x value -1, then what you will get? -1 whole square -1 plus 1, it becomes 1. So 2 sin inverse 1 is what? Pi plus, if I substitute -1 here, it becomes a 0. Cos inverse 0 is pi by 2. Pi plus pi by 2 is equal to 3 pi by 2. Correct only? So x value I am substituting 0. So LHS value is pi plus pi by 2. RHS value is 3 pi by 2. Pi plus pi by 2 is 3 pi by 2 only. So that means it is true only. That means x value -1 satisfies the equation. Next, if I put x value 0, then 0 plus 0 plus 1, again it is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Sin inverse 1 is pi by 2. So 2 into pi by 2 is pi. Again here if I substitute x value 0, so square root of 0 is 0. Cos inverse 0 pi by 2. So pi plus pi by 2 is equal to 3 pi by 2. So pi plus pi by 2 is equal to 3 pi by 2. It is true only now. That means this equation has the domain of this equation contains only two elements, and those two elements are solutions of the given equation. So thus what are the solutions? -1 and 0. And what they are asking? The sum of the solutions. So -1 plus 0 is how much? -1. So this is the answer, -1. So same this model problem, you try this problem, homework. That is your homework. Number of solutions of this equation. Okay, same procedure only. Okay. So try to solve the homework problems. Okay. Next, this is also just based on domain only, domain of the functions. the value of a for which the equation ax square plus sine inverse of x square minus 2x plus 2 plus cos inverse of x square minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here also we have to find the domain of this. Okay. So here we can write sine inverse x plus cos inverse x. It is in the form of sine inverse x plus cos inverse x only, na? So we can write it is equal to pi by 2. And what condition? This x square minus 2x plus 2 should be lie between minus 1 and plus 1. But if you observe carefully, this can be written as x minus 1 whole square plus 1. Am I correct? So, but it should be less than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to what? Minus 1. Subtracting 1 on 3 to both sides, minus 2 less than or equal to x minus 1 whole square less than or equal to 0. Anyway, x minus square whole square. X minus 1 is a real number. Square of real number cannot be negative. Either it is 0 or positive. So, x minus 1 whole square is always greater than or equal to 0. So, from these two, what we can conclude? X minus 1 whole square must be equal to 0. So x minus 1 is equal to square root of 0, 0, x is equal to 1. Thus the domain of that function contains only 1. The domain of equation contains only one element, which is 1. So put x is equal to 1. Then what you will get? A into 1 square plus sine inverse of 1 plus cos inverse of 1 is equal to 0. Because if you put x is equal to 1, what you will get? 1 only in answer. This argument becomes 1 only. No? So a plus sine inverse of 1 plus cos inverse of 1 is pi by 2. That is equal to 0. So thus a value is how much? Minus pi by 2. So if the value of a is minus pi by 2, then only the given equation holds. Next one. Just like this problem only. See, what is the value of sine inverse of x square minus 4x plus 6 plus cos inverse of x square minus 4x plus 6? So, is it equal to pi by 2? Am I correct? So, how many people argue with this is pi equal to pi by 2? This is plus this equal to pi by 2. How many people says that this plus this value is pi by 2? Correct only, na? No, this is wrong. It is not pi by 2 because we can use sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 formula. Only that argument x must be lie between minus 1 and plus 1. But here what is the argument? X square minus 4x plus 6. It can be written as, this can be written as x minus 2 whole square plus 2. So it is always greater than or equal to 2 because x minus 2 whole square is positive value or 0. So 2 plus greater than or equal to 0 is greater than or equal to 2. So it is strictly greater than 1. So if you substitute any real number x, you will get these two arguments. You will get some number more than or equal to 2 only. But for those numbers, sine inverse of that, cos inverse of that number are not exist. So for this question, answer is pi by 2 is wrong. Answer is what? Does not exist because the function is not defined for any real number x. So the domain of this function is empty set. So this sum cannot be equal to pi by 2. Okay. But learn the formulas, be careful in it. Okay. So this inverse trigonometric function was easy only. Okay. Next one more tricky problem. Just like this model only. The image of the straight line. X plus y is equal to sine inverse of a power 6 plus 1 plus cos inverse of a power 4 plus 1 minus tan inverse of a square plus 1 is the image of this straight line with respect to x-axis is Okay, the image of this straight line with respect to x-axis. To get the image of this straight line with respect to x-axis, just you replace y by minus y. If you replace y by minus y, then image line becomes what? X minus y is equal to sine inverse of a power 6 plus 1 plus cos inverse of a power 4 plus 1 minus tan inverse of a square plus 1. So now we need to simplify RHS. Clearly sine inverse of this will be exist. Only that number is lie between minus 1 and plus 1. But we know that a power 6 plus 1 is always greater than or equal to 1. Because a power even number, na, it is always positive. So or equal to 0. So 1 plus non-negative value is always greater than or equal to 1. So from this less than or equal to 1, from this it is greater than or equal to 1. From these two equations, from these two inequalities, what we can conclude, both are simultaneously possible when a power 6 plus 1 is equal to 1. So thus a power 6 is equal to 0, a value 0. Similarly, a power 4 plus 1, cos inverse of a power 4 plus 1, it is also defined only when a value is 0. Tan inverse of a square plus 1, it is defined for any real number a. So from this, what you are getting, a value 0. This function is defined only when a value 0, but this function is defined for any value of a. But from all, that means all three functions are simultaneously defined only when a value is 0. So just to put a value 0, what you will get? The image line becomes x minus y is equal to a value 0 andre here a power 6 0, 0 plus 1 1, sine inverse 1 is pi by 2, cos inverse 1 is 0, because if you substitute a value 0, cos inverse 1 0. If you put a value 0, tan inverse 1 pi by 4. So pi by 2 minus pi by 4 is what? Pi by 4. So thus the image of that line is x minus y is equal to pi by 4 with respect to x-axis. Next one more interesting model problem. This is also easy problem, just based on domain and ranges. If cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is 3 pi, okay, then what is x power 2021 plus y power 2021 plus z power 2021? See, an LHS contains all our same functions only but different arguments x, y, z. But if you observe, what is the maximum value of cos inverse? Pi. What is the maximum value of cos inverse function? Pi. So if each term in the LHS function is equal to pi, then only this equation holds. That means this equation has only one solution, which is cos inverse x value must be equal to pi, cos inverse y value is equal to pi, cos inverse z value is equal to pi. Okay, because maximum value of cos inverse x is pi, and the given equation holds if each term in LHS will be equal to pi. So each term is equal to pi and cos inverse x is equal to cos inverse y is equal to cos inverse z is equal to pi. That means x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to cos pi. What is cos pi value? Cos 180 degree minus 1. So x value, y value, z value, you substitute minus 1. Minus 1 whole power 2021. Minus 1 whole power odd number. What do you get? Minus 1. This is also minus 1. Third term also minus 1. So thus the answer is minus 3. Okay. So in the same way you try this problem. If sine inverse x plus sine inverse y plus sine inverse z is equal to 3 pi by 2, then what is x power 2020 plus y power 2021 plus z power 2022? Okay. So same argument, okay. Because maximum value of sine inverse x is what? Pi by 2 only enough. next one. This also look like very difficult. Okay. Look like very difficult, but it is easy. Before that, I am going to solve one more simplest problem. So tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 divided by cot inverse 1 plus cot inverse 2 plus cot inverse 3. So anyway, tan inverse 1 is what? Pi by 4 plus, for tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 you can use tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. But here x value is how much? 2, y value is how much? 3, x into y value 6 more than 1. Then we can't use, we have to use which formula? Second formula. What is that second formula? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y when xy greater than 1 and x and y are positive. That is pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy divided by cot inverse 1 anyway pi by 4. Cot inverse 2 we can write tan inverse of 1 by 2 because 2 is positive. So cot inverse 3 we can write tan inverse 1 by 3 because when x positive, cot inverse x is same as tan inverse 1 by x. So pi by 4 plus pi plus tan inverse 5 divided by 1 minus 6 divided by pi by 4 plus tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Here x value 1 by 2, y value 1 by 3, x into y 1 by 6 less than 1. We can use first formula only, that is tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So pi by 4 plus pi tan inverse of plus tan inverse of 5 divided by minus 5 minus 1 pi by 4 plus, if you simplify this part you will get 1. Okay, so tan inverse minus 1 is minus pi by 4, this is plus pi by 4, both get cancelled, pi divided by pi by 4 plus tan inverse 1 is pi by 4, pi by 4 plus pi by 4 is pi by 2. So thus remember, tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 value is what? Pi. Cot inverse 1 plus cot inverse 2 plus cot inverse 3 is what? Pi by 2, which is same as tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3. Denominator is same as tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3, that is pi by 2. So pi divided by pi by 2 is 2. Here we can discuss one problem also. If tan inverse 2 and tan inverse 3 are the two angles of a triangle, then what is the third angle? So third angle must be what? Tan inverse 1. Because sum of these three angles is what? 180. Okay. So remember these two results. Tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 2 plus tan inverse 3 is pi. Cot inverse 1 plus cot inverse 2 plus cot inverse 3, which is same as tan inverse 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 is pi by 2. And more importantly, if tan inverse 2 and tan inverse 3 are the angles of a triangle, two angles of a triangle, third angle of the triangle becomes tan inverse 1. That means tan inverse 1, tan inverse 2, tan inverse 3, we can take these three angles as angles, interior angles of a triangle. So now, I told you one problem looked like very difficult, but it was very simple. F of x is given x power 11 plus x power 9 minus x power 7 plus x power 5 plus 1. And also given data f of sine inverse of sine 8 radians is equal to alpha. Here alpha is some constant. Then find f of tan inverse of tan 8 in terms of alpha. Here, one thing you need to remember, first you calculate sine inverse of sine 8, tan inverse of tan 8 values. Okay. So what is the sine inverse of sine 8? Sine inverse of 8 is nearer to 2 pi or 3 pi. Compared to 2 pi, 3 pi is near. I think it is nearer to 3 pi than 2 pi. 3 pi is 2 pi is 6.28, 3 pi is 9.42. Okay, it is nearer to 2 pi only. So sine 8 is nearer to what? 8 radian is what? Nearer to 2 pi. So as it is nearer to 2 pi, okay, so 2 pi is what? Even multiple of pi. So answer will be what? Theta minus even multiple of pi. Last session, if you observe, you will come to know how you got this answer. Next, tan inverse of tan 8 radians. Tan inverse of tan 8 radians. See, tan inverse of tan x formula, always we need to get what? Angle minus pi only, no? Angle minus nearest multiple of pi. So here also 8 is nearer to which multiple of pi? 8 is nearer to which multiple of pi? Wait 1 second. It is nearer to 8 pi. Tan sine inverse of sine 8, 8 radians nearer to 2 pi or 3 pi? Oh, sorry, it is nearer to 3 pi only. 8 is nearer to multiple of 3 pi. 3 into 3.14, 9.42. Oh, sorry. It is nearer to 3 pi than 2 pi. So as it is nearer to odd multiple of pi, so answer will be what? That odd multiple of pi minus theta. If it is nearer to even multiple of pi, then that the angle minus even multiple of pi in case of sine inverse of sine theta. But in case of tan inverse of tan x, always answer will be what? That angle minus nearest multiple of pi. What is the nearest multiple of pi? 3 pi. So that means if you consider this is equal to k and this value is look like minus k. Am I correct? If I consider this 3 pi minus 8 value is k, or sine inverse of sine 8 value is k, tan inverse of tan 8 becomes minus k. Am I correct? And also if you observe, what is a f of k plus f of minus k? Clearly you will get answer is 2. Correct? F of k plus f of minus k value, if you consider this is the odd function, you will get f of k plus f of minus k nullly, or you get this term becomes 0, this 0, 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 2. Clearly if you calculate f of k plus f of minus k is 2. And what is f of k value is given? What is f of k value is given? Because I am assuming this is only a k. F of k value is given what? Alpha. So alpha plus f of minus k is equal to 2. So f of minus k is equal to what? 2 minus alpha. What is minus k? Tan inverse of tan h. So 2 minus alpha. See, it looks like very difficult. You need to, this is the only important point. Observation. Important observation is f of k plus f of minus k value, what you will get? 2 only. And if I assume this is k, sine inverse of sine 8 is k, tan inverse of tan 8 according to this value minus k. Okay? And this observation. In this problem, that is important. Okay? Next one, last problem. With this I am going to close. With this I am going to close inverse trigonometric functions. So listen carefully. The number of real solutions of the equation, root of 1 plus cos 2x is equal to root 2 into sine inverse of sine x, where x is lie between minus pi and plus pi. Where x is lie between minus pi and plus pi. Okay. Here we can't write sine inverse of sine x is x. Why? That can be written as x only when x is lie between minus 90 to plus 90. But here x is lie between minus pi to plus pi. Okay. We have to find number of real solutions of this equation. For this problem, better draw the graph of LHS part, graph of RHS part in this interval. Okay. Then the number of points of intersections of these two graphs in that interval gives the number of solutions of this equation in that interval. Okay, because at the point of intersections, these two values will be same only, the functional values will be same. Okay, so number of points of intersections of graph of LHS function and RHS function in that interval gives number of solutions of the given equation in this interval. Okay, now here further I am simplifying. Root of 1 plus cos 2x can also be written as what? 2 cos square x root 2 into sine inverse of sine x. See, observe, this is root 2, this is also root 2 and under root only. So root 2 get cancelled. So root of cos square x, what you will get? Modulus of cos x. Don't write cos x. Okay? Why we have to write root of cos square x is a mod cos x? Why we can't write cos x? Because in the given interval, cos x takes both positive values and negative values. So write mod cos x. So it is equal to sine inverse of sine x. Mod cos x is equal to sine inverse of sine x, where x lie between minus pi to plus pi. Now draw the graph of both functions in the interval minus pi to plus pi. Minus pi to plus pi. So sine inverse of sine x range is what? Closed interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. And whereas cos x range, mod cos x range is what? 0 to 1. So first I am drawing sine inverse of sine x graph in the interval minus pi comma pi. Okay. So already I discussed sine inverse of sine x graph, how to draw that sine inverse of sine x graph. So between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, sine inverse of sine x is same as x. So this is the line y is equal to x. Next we'll get like this. And we'll get like this. So this whole is nothing but graph of sine inverse of sine x. Okay, the whole thing is sine inverse of sine x graph between minus pi comma plus pi. And mod cos x graph. To get the mod cos x graph, first draw the cos x graph between minus pi to pi, and whichever the graph above the x-axis you keep as it is, and whichever the graph below the x-axis, remove that part, take its image with respect to x-axis. Okay, then thus you will get the graph of mod cos x will be like this. And moreover, mod cos x is an even function. Mod cos x is an even function. So you will get the graph of mod cos x like this. So this is the graph of mod cos x, and this is the graph of sine inverse of sine x. Now what are the points of intersection? How many points of intersections are there? This is one point of intersection, this is the another point of intersection. So we can't say what is that particular value, but we can say one solution lie between 0 to 90, first quadrant. Another solution lie between 90 to 180, second quadrant. So how many solutions that this equation has? Two solutions, because there are 2 points of intersection now. One second here, I have drawn wrongly. So number of solutions is 2 only, but graph is wrong earlier. So this is the correct graph. Okay. So how many solutions? One is lies in first quadrant, another one is lies in second quadrant. One solution is between 0 to pi by 2 alpha, another solution is between pi by 2 to pi beta. So there are 2 solutions for the given equation. So still I hope you understand this, okay, and try to learn those tricks. And I'm not discussing all properties, So properties are not required. Try to remember those properties. That's it. So with this I'm going to close. So I I think I covered all models problems. Okay, up to JEE I covered all model problems. So this is enough. So you watch all 6 videos to understand the inverse trigonometry function. Okay, so please subscribe and my channel and like this all these videos. Thank you.